My name is Irene Gordon, and I work for Copa Physical Therapy. We have 5 locations, and we serve the greater community of the Northeast. And we're currently very snowy. And I wanted to introduce you to my VA Ann, and she's going to be joining us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Irene. And I thank you for being here. We are honoring the both of you for our Rockstar Duo Award because we like to highlight those who have worked hard to create partnership. You guys have gone through and you've gone through the uncomfortable steps of getting to understand the proper flow of things and all of that. And now you guys are crushing it with all that you do to create this partnership and the alignment that you have. And I'm going to start out with asking you some questions, Irene. So before working with your VA, what was going on in your business and what made you realize you needed support?
So we had a lot of fluctuations, let's say, between our staffing for our front desk. It was getting a lot harder to hire new staff, to maintain them, to get the compliance with policies, and coverage was getting very difficult because we do have 5 different locations. So we ended up having to have overworked staff that couldn't take time off, and we just didn't want that. We wanted more consistency, have our staff are like our family. We want to extend that time. They need their breaks. They need to take their time off. And it was an overburdened part of our workload.
Well, I'm so glad that you decided to go this direction to help balance all of that. So when did you realize it was more than just support and became a true partnership?
So it was rather quickly coming into we set ourselves up for success. I feel we oversaturated a little bit, but I felt like it was needed to get that balance with having all the different tasks of the front desk be not as overburdened and having our staff feel overwhelmed because that just led to more stress and more mistakes. So getting into even the first after the training was kind of completed, after that first month, I could already see good strides in our workflow. And after that, it just kept on getting better and better. And Ann is one of the best ones, for sure.
Oh, I love to hear that. Yay. Well, good. That's a good little segue into Ann. When you first started working with your partner, what were the early days like? What did you need to learn or adjust to?
Oh my God. So early days was like, honestly, it's a little bit anxious, terrified, because when I first started working with Irene and Steve, I really didn't understand what virtual check-in means. So I have no idea what's going on. So I'm thinking that should I be talking to the patient virtually so they could actually see me for the 8 hours? Can I eat for those 8 hours? So that's what's going on in my mind. Can I cough? Can I sneeze? Something like that. So it's really new to me. But then, kudos to Irene and Steve for the whole team, Jenny and Joe, for not throwing us in. So over time, I loved it. I am able to see small changes, and the patient were so happy to see us because it's so cool. From a distance, you will be able to see other people. And what I love the most is that how I can see the seasons change in the US. Sometimes it's freezing cold and they say, oh my God, it's freezing cold outside. And then moments that it's so hot and I can just relate to the hot part. I'm so happy and grateful for it. I think trust just grew naturally the way I approach my work. So when I started to care, I care about the patient, I care about the business, and I care about my team. And I think when Irene and Steve saw that my heart and I am consistent, I think that is where the magic happens. I started to put my heart into work and I treated this business as my own. And as I can see that they are very caring, and they're doing their best for the patient, and that inspires me to work and care even more for this whole team. So yeah, just realizing that when people started to trust you because they can see that you genuinely care, it's amazing. And I think that is the foundation. It is a great foundation for us, me and Irene, to have great communication and, of course, respect, because trust needs to be earned. So we're building it from time to time. So yeah, and when those are strong, and everything else is easier.
I love how you said magical, because it is kind of magical. It all kind of connects that way. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, Irene, you're back in the hot seat.
All right.
How has this partnership changed your role as a leader and your ability to grow your practice?
Oh, that's a fabulous question. I am going to piggyback on Ann because I am feeling more aligned with my staff. And that's a huge undertaking. And when we all have the same goal, then we're all working together instead of constantly having to maybe have some fires to put out, or, so we're always going forward. And that builds clarity for us to see, okay, what is the function? What's the next step of our company? Where can we continue to progress? Where can we, we've just added another VA for marketing. And so we're adding different realms of that will continue to grow our practice and not have that constant headache of almost being like in a train, how you're going forward a few steps, then going backward, forward and backward. We're going forward, and we continue to go forward because we have the support of all of our staff, and the alignment is there. So we're not looking to build another location, but we are stabilizing, and we're just happy where we are.
That is powerful. Thank you. Thank you. That's amazing. What one piece of advice would you share with other practice owners looking to build a partnership like this?
Do it. Don't hesitate. Why I say that is it's intimidating having no front desk. It's something, the norm, and we're trying to constantly develop against the norm. What is the latest and greatest? What will make us function better and be more unified as a company? I would say take the leap of faith that you have trusted partners that guide you through the entire step. The whole Rockstar team is so comforting in certain parts, but yet progressive, and they just are. I think you guys are the front runners. You understood what entailed, what were some of the hardships that a lot of PT practices were facing, and you took it to the next step. We did a lot of the virtual stuff, but never having staff offsite, and you bridged that gap beautifully for us, and we couldn't be more grateful with this partnership.
I love you sharing that, because it is definitely a partnership with you and your VA, but we are a part of that connection. We definitely support and try to help everybody grow. So thank you. Was there a moment when you felt ownership in the role and that new partnership was working?
Feel like I'm in Miss Universe. So yes, definitely. When I became a POC, so at first, that role was rotational. So each of us in the clinic has the chance to lead the team. So it was just a great system, because for us teammates, we were able to see the weaknesses, the strength of each other, and also that is the chance for us to grow as a leader. But then when my time came, I felt the weight of the responsibility. So I told myself, okay, I need to stay on track. I need to keep the clinic supported, and then I need to make the team align. And the best part is the patient needs to be happy, and they need to feel like they were valued. Last year, when Irene and Steve decided to have the permanent POC and they chose me, at that moment, I saw the bigger picture, that it was not only about the completing the task anymore, but making an impact to making an impact to everyone, that ownership isn't heavy when you are in the right team. So it feels like empowering.
Beautifully said. And definitely you are the rock star that you are. I mean, for you to have that moment and actually see the growth that was going on with that. How do you define success in your role today? And what are you most proud of in this partnership?
There's a lot going on in my mind when I talk about success personally and career-wise. But then everyday success for me is logging in without feeling any stress. I'm excited to go to work and I enjoy what I do and I love the people that I work with. Also, like having a work-life balance is a great big part of success for me. And also, I've been a VA of the month for a couple of times, and that is incredibly heartwarming. So yeah, through working with Steve and Irene, who is best in this field, I was able to serve other people, and also knowing that I'm not only working, but I am like working with purpose. And not to mention this conversation, yeah, it was next level recognition. I'm so happy and grateful.
Very successful, very successful. All good things. Thank you. Okay, Irene, what would you like to say to Ann?
Oh, Ann. She was one of the front runners from the beginning. Her hard work hasn't gone unnoticed, and she just continues to drive the team, whatever she needs to do. She's so hardworking. She has a warm heart. Like if you hear some of the things she does out of work, it'll blow your mind that she's all about giving, really. And the fact that she gives her not only 100%, I think she gives 150% to her every day. I don't really consider her as a worker. It comes naturally to her. And that's why she just continues to progress and within the company and getting those recognitions. And, you know, it's heartwarming to know that you have strong people by your side, and that will only continue to grow the company and them. And I know they've had bad experiences in the past, but we're trying to change what the norm is for them and really show that we're very happy and with extreme gratitude towards all their work.
Oh my goodness, Irene, the goosebumps. The goosebumps right now. Okay, Ann, did you take that in? That was awesome.
Yes, Irene, and of course Steve. Actually, I am grateful beyond words. Even though I'm not practicing physical therapy here in the Philippines in a traditional way, and this role and this job allowed me to stay aligned, what's in my heart, to have interaction, to support people and to care for people. Just from a different angle, of course. But then working with you, Irene, not just helped me grow professionally, but it changed my life personally. Like it was not a career move, but an answered prayer, because I prayed for this, really prayed for this for like a year, and now I'm here. So I'm just so happy and grateful that somehow at some point turning my small dreams into reality. So that's what I'm grateful for.